What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and welcome to Forza Horizon 5 and a video where you guys send me some of your tunes for me to try out for the videos, and obviously so you guys can rate them. So if you're new to the channel, first of all subscribe if you enjoy the content and you like what you're seeing and everything like that. Subscribe to the channel because it helps out a lot. Regardless, if you want to send over some tunes yourself, the link to the Discord and everything else is down below, so go click on that link tree and you'll be able to get taken over to the Discord where you can do what these guys have been doing, and is sending me tunes for me to try in videos. And sometimes they're very good, sometimes they're not so good, but that's what we're here to judge. Not just myself, but the comments as well. You get to judge it. So there's a little bit of a twist with the tunes. If you guys send me a bad tune, we'll decide all together as a community, right? As a democracy, we'll decide if the person gets the ban from the Discord for a week. But for today's video, I think we're gonna have some really good tunes. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. There's actually two Ferraris that I'm going to end up picking for today's video. It wasn't really planned like this, but it's just two of them that caught my eye, and I was like, you know what, let's give them a shot and see what happens. So the first one here is on the Ferrari FXXK Evo. He said that he got a 1 minute 30 on the Ladera's Grand Prix circuit. So let's give that a shot. It's a car that I don't really drive that often. Weirdly enough, even though I know it's pretty immense. FXXK, there we go, I'm on it right now. It's a pretty ridiculous car. I mean, I think I've shown it in videos before regardless. There's a tune on this thing which wasn't mine. I don't even know what it was. What was this tune? Actually, Don Juan's Songs tune? I think I used this for something. I'm pretty sure I used this thing for like a race or something like that. Regardless, don't really care. Let's slap on this guy's tune. And again, you guys can check it out as well if you want to, if it's any good. 831 637 758 is the share code. Search that up. Crazy S2 grip. Yeah, all-wheel drive, race spec, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's install it and let's head out. This guy said he got a 1 minute 30. I don't know if that's a good or a bad time. Imagine if 1 minute 30 is actually like a really bad time. I just don't know it. He didn't say he got like top 1,000 or anything like that. He just said he got a minute 30 on one of the tracks in the game. So let's see what it's like. Oh, I like the front end grip. Brakes are quite good. I use my handbrake there to turn just to see. It's actually quite nice. Let's turn off drift thingy, drift cam. I don't really want that on whilst we're actually racing. Acceleration seems alright. Yeah, I like the brakes. Okay. I'll go see what event he ended up using, but I think this could be a really fun car to use. Going up the hill for the hill climb here, the Vulcan Sprint, which I think is where you should have really checked that out. Is this one of the newer maps? I'm guessing this is it, right? Or am I looking at the wrong thing? I guess I'll do a run on this. Like I said, I don't know why you call it a Grand Prix. There's nobody that has, I think, done a run in S2 here. I don't even have like a ghost to select for myself. So I don't know what's happening here. But I'll do a run on this. But I think driving it up the hill would probably be the best. That's why I'm gonna give this thing a shot on the hill climb. Because it's all-wheel drive. It should have the power to pull itself out of corners and that. I think it should be quite good. As long as it has the grip around corners, it should be quite a decent car. Yeah, I don't know if this is what he was talking about, honestly. And it's not gonna be like an off-road build or anything like that because this thing is on slick tires, pretty sure. Yeah, this is a very smooth car to drive. Lots of sudden turns and all that in all of these street races. It's always like that. There's always just a random, like, sharp turn somewhere. It's so intuitive to drive though, like I feel like I already know how much I need to slow down for corners and all that. I don't think this is the right bit, I'm pretty sure this is going to be longer than a minute and a half. Ooh, especially with that driving. Yeah, I don't think I've selected the correct track here. Is there another track that's called the Grand Prix? Maybe that's what he was talking about. But he got him mixed up with something else. Or am I just stupid? And I just didn't see it. Maybe I'm just stupid and I didn't see it. Okay, well I did a 2,800th in the world on that run. I mean, it's not crazy or anything like that, but yeah, let's hop over to the hill climb. And let's see what the hill climb is like. See if I'm right with this thing being actually quite alright up this hill. I think the only thing this might actually lack is a bit of power. Right, it's got 1,000 horsepower. Cool, right? But I think the cars that go up this have a lot more. That's the only thing. So this has quite a good amount of like downforce and all that, so it's good around corners, but I don't know if this is going to be good enough to accelerate between all those corners, if that makes sense. Like to actually get really, really high speed up there. Oh my god, okay. I turned in way too early for that. I should probably reset. I should probably restart. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep up with the Lambo, I'll tell you that. But as I said, corner-wise, it's quite good. I like the build on it, I just don't think it's very competitive. I don't think this deserves the ban at all. The only thing I don't like is, I don't know what truck this guy's talking about. Maybe I am stupid and I just didn't find it, but I generally cannot find the track that he was on about. I mean, he's just slightly getting ahead. But it's not like he's leaving me behind, like, a lot, right? I mean, he is, but... that car is mental, though. A Lamborghini. If you haven't driven it, I think it's the SC12, I think that's what it's called. Or SC20. I made a video on that thing, and I've driven it before. It is an absolute monster of a car. Like, I'm 3 seconds behind. Probably not even, right? 2.5. Almost 3 seconds behind. Again, it's not a bad car. It really isn't. It really isn't a bad car. I want to have a look and see where that would have put me in the world. Because I'm pretty sure I've done a much faster time than that, since that's the rival that it put me up against, right? And I'm pretty sure I'm already like top 1,000 with this thing. Or like on this event, not with this car specifically. So let's have a quick last look with this car. See if it's actually a top 1,000 hill climb. See if I was right with this thing being that good. So... Well, I got like, what, 224? So 222 is what I had before. It's not top 1,000 car. 222 was the SCV12 that I tried. It's not top 1,000 car. I mean, I haven't really done a top 1,000 run. That guy that I was up against isn't even a top 1,000 driver either, but Anybody else? Yeah, apart from the actual OP cars at the top, it just doesn't look like there's much else going on the top 1,000 from my club. The BTTB in the Brabham 214 is around where top 1,000 is. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't consider this a bad car. I don't think. Like, 224 would put me about, like, what, 7,000 in the world. It's above average. You would just say that? It's above average? It's above average. It's not crazy or anything like that, but it's not, like... I wouldn't really say that this was, I wouldn't say that this is, like, anything crazy to go against. Anyway, let's move on to a different tune and see what happens. Now, the next tune we have is actually another Ferrari. It's for the 512S. I've taken a look at this video before, and I made a video on this car saying that it's a really good power build type of car, right? Like I said, this thing, and I've driven it, and I've done a tune on it on that video, and I really enjoyed it. And this guy on the Linea Costera Sprint ended up, I guess, making it a much better car than mine. So we both ended up doing different runs. I think this is the one that I went around with the car. If I go into S2 and I have a quick look, I'm pretty sure this will be the fastest car that I brought there. Yep, top 1,000 car, 895th in the world. There you go. And he ended up doing the same thing, but he ended up building it for the for this one. So we'll try it around this track. It's a little different, this track, but should still do quite well. That's what his build is for, and like I said, I need to try it out and see what his is like as well. So 232 928 611. This dude also that's sending this tune has had some it's S1 as well. Very interesting. Stock tire compound, rear wheel drive. Yep. Okay. It just means that I have to be a little bit more careful with the way I'm turning in and all that sort of stuff, and when I'm putting the power down when exiting corners. That's pretty much it. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, that's what power builds are. You just kind of control. I'm just trying to have a quick look at the brakes, see what they're like. Okay, it definitely just darts into the corner. Yeah, I think this will take a little bit of time to get used to it. Alright, let's head in. S1 as well. Let's see what we can do with this thing. I'm very, very intrigued now. Yeah, my build wasn't a power build, but I just said in that video that I could be a very good power build. Alright, let's try this out and see what happens. First attempt, I guarantee you I'm gonna smash into a wall. I don't know, or I'm gonna smash into like some sort of railing or something that'll slow me down. Don't mention those. Nothing happened there. How have I... Okay, I need to brake much earlier than what I think I'm supposed to be braking at. Here's the power build aspect of this guy coming in. It's a good thing I've driven on this track very recently, so I still have it kind of memorized or in my brain. Come on, go. Earlier than that? I was like, there's no way I have to brake earlier, much earlier than that corner. I broke, broken? I don't know. What's the past tense for braking? I braked earlier than whatever I driven the other day. Okay. But I was on race tires last time, so I expected it to be a little bit worse this time around. I was on race tires and I think good brakes. I don't think this has upgraded brakes. Nor does it have upgraded tires, so I am kind of just winging it right now. Just trying my best to keep this power in check and figure out where the braking points are. I probably should do the one thing that people are telling me to do, and that is to drive around with the at least the braking line on. Not necessarily driving, but have the braking line on. Because I use it in Motorsport, Forza Motorsport, but I don't use it in this game. Oh, brilliant, yeah. Oh, yo, Max car. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna turn on the braking line. I feel like it should help a little bit more, right? When I'm gonna slow down and all that. God, the brakes, man. It's just the tires, right? The tires are the biggest issue here. It was hopping on from driving the other car to driving this thing. That thing being all-wheel drive with race tires, just having as much grip as I want. Versus this thing right now, to just going into a corner and hoping for the best. it just slipped a little bit and pulled me in so tight that I crashed. Okay, let's put on. Where's brake line on? Is it difficulty? Braking? No. Driving line. Braking only. Let's see that. Okay. I'm gonna keep going until I do a full run. Well, I'm nowhere near your time, but I got slightly faster than whoever my rival was. This is a dodgy car to try. It's a power build. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? It is a power build. You did say that the XJR15, which is the meta car for power builds, is easier to drive. Oh, sorry, it's harder to drive than this car, but it's also, I don't know. It's a little slower. It's not the same as the XJR15. XJR15 is definitely quicker. Alright, let's have a look at where I am in the world with that. Like, this dude got a 2:11.6, right? That's the time that he gave me to try and beat. So, as much as I want to, I feel like it'll take a while for me to first of all get used to driving the car, and then second of all to beat that time. So, it'll be it'll be a time where I'll be spending way too much time just on this, trying to figure out how to drive this thing. But that's pretty much where my arrival time is, at 210th in the world. Alright, well, I guess I'm leaving it there. No, I couldn't beat your time of 2:11, which is a ridiculous time, by the way. But I'm also not going to be sitting here practicing with this car, because I feel like I need to. If I want to do this properly, if I want to be able to, like, have a go at this and learn to drive this car, I have to actually sit down for a little bit and actually get used to driving it, and then and only then I'll be able to squeeze out an alright time. That's what I did with the XJR15 as well, when I was messing around with that. I initially just found it so annoying and difficult to drive, and then obviously once I got used to it, it got easier and easier, you know. But again, it's a thing where I have to, like, sit down and do it, you know. But this is a very sick tune, definitely not even close to being a bannable tune, but yeah, even the first one as well. I don't think both of these. I don't think any of these tunes. Sorry, not both of these tunes. I don't think any of the tunes that I've tried for today's video are ban-worthy. I don't know. You guys can let me know down in the comments below. Obviously, share codes were up on the screen if you want to try any of these tunes out for yourselves. Give them a shot. Let me know what you think. And obviously, the people that obviously the people that ended up sending me the tunes will obviously get the see what you guys have to say about them. Regardless, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.